Welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about another example using nested if-else. Second example with nested if-else. So here the problem is, this is the modification to the code earlier. So as we discussed, let's say there are some countries, they charge sales tax, or also called GST, on the flight tickets, for example. Problem here, the description of the problem is you ask the user to enter the cost of the flight and the class of the seat. If it is a first class, you charge the sales tax at 28%. If it is a business class, you can charge at 18%. If it is an economy premium, you charge the sales tax at 10%. And if it's economy, charge it at 5%. And we're going to implement this using nested if-else. Before we think about it, again, the approach here is the key. What approach we're going to take? We're going to take the similar approach that we're going to break this into different layers. In the outermost layer, we're going to handle the first class. And the inner layer 1, we're going to handle business class. And the layer 3, inner layer, we're going to handle the economy premium, and the layer 4, we're going to write the code to handle the economy. So if we look at it, for example, these are the layers. In the outermost layer, we will handle first class. And here in the second layer, or the inner layer, we're going to handle business class. Layer 3, we're going to handle economy premium, and level 4 economy. So how do we write this? So first thing is you collect the flight cost and you collect the seat class from the users. You need two variables, one to collect the flight cost, another to collect the seat class. And the first thing is you check to see if the class is first class. You just write the code for this. Don't worry about how you're going to do the rest of it at this point. So just write for the first class and calculate the tax at 28%. And then leave this aside for a second. Don't think about all of that. Just write for this. And so if it is not a first class, the code should go over here underneath the else. That comes in. Now, if it is not a first class, what are the other possibilities? It could be business class, it could be economy premium, or it could be economy. The next thing is you think about only the business class. So we taken care of the first class here, then we are taking care of the business class. Now you bring in the economy premium. And once you write the code for economy premium, then you, in the else clause, you bring in the economy. And once you write the code for that, you bring in the default, means the class that the user type does not belong to any of these classes, the valid classes. You display the message, invalid class message. So again, you need to break this into layers, right? Always take a layered approach. Rather than trying to handle all of these at once, try to take the layered approach. So here, just like this, when you start writing the code, just write the code for outermost if-else. Then write the code for the inner if-else, then go for writing the code for the inner if-else, then write the code for inner if-else, so on and so forth. So in the next video, we're going to implement what we just talked about, the approach. We discussed about the approach here. And in the next video, I will show you how to write the code in the layered fashion, where we write the code for just for this portion first, and then we add the code for that portion, then we add the code for this layer, then we add the code for that layer, and then the last one is this. So that's coming up in the next video.